Welcome everyone. My name is Julie. We're going to be doing a 55-minute Pilates class. All you need is a mat. You also need just a little bit of space. We're not really going to be going anywhere off of our mat, but just make sure that nothing's around you, no coffee tables, no chairs, nothing like that. If something doesn't feel right, just back off. I'll try to offer some modifications as we go. Maybe have some water nearby, and let's get moving, okay? So everybody comes standing on your mat. I'm standing just in the middle. You can stand at the end here. We're just gonna start standing up nice and tall. All right, anchor those heels down onto your mat. Arms long by the sides. Feel free to close those eyes here for a moment. Just get nice and centered in the space where you are. Taking a nice deep inhale breath, reach those arms up over your head, reach them to the ceiling, fill up the lungs. And as you exhale, press those arms down by the sides. Do that again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, press those arms down like the air is heavy and you're growing taller. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, lower those arms right back down. Last time here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, press those arms down. Keep the arms down by the sides. Lift the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Inhale, breath. Nod the chin towards the chest. Exhale, round the body down towards your toes. Keep the hips over those heels. It's okay if you have to bend the knees in order to keep the hips over the heels. Drop the head heavy. Take an inhale. Press through your heels. Exhale, roll the body back up. One vertebra at a time, lifting up nice and tall. Let's add those arms back in. Inhale, arms up. Dive the body forwards. Exhale, rounding all the way down towards those toes. Pull the belly in. Anchor your heels. Send the tailbone to the floor. Inhale, breath. Press through your heels. Exhale, roll all the way back up. Last time like this. Arms come up. Inhale. Dive the body forwards. Exhale, rounding all the way down towards those toes. We're going to take a couple of squats here. Keeping those hands reaching towards the floor. Bend at your knees. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. It's okay if those heels come up off of the ground here. And then straighten your legs, drop your head, stretch the back of those legs. Bend your knees, lift your chest. Again, okay if those heels come up. And then straighten those legs, lift the hips, drop the head. 2 more times, bending your knees, lifting your hips. 1 more time, bend your knees. Lift your hips, straighten your legs, take an inhale breath. Press through those heels, roll all the way back up tall. And now move to the end of your mat. The very back of your mat here, heels pressing down nice and heavy. We're going to be walking out on those hands, so you're going to be using your mat. Take a nice deep inhale breath. Reach your arms up. Dive the body forwards. Exhale, rounding down towards those toes. Reach your hands for the mat. It's okay if you bend your knees to get your hands down. Walk out on your hands to find a plank. Bring those shoulders directly over those wrists and hold. Holding here. Heels reaching back in space. Nice strong plank position. You want to pull those shoulder blades down the back. Feel the palms draw back in space towards your toes, and feel the toes draw forwards in space towards those hands, firing up the front of the body. Crown of the head reaching away from you, heels are pressing back. We're holding here for another 10 seconds. Breathe. In 5 seconds, you're going to use the abs to lift the hips to the ceiling in 3, 2, 1, with a flat back, send the hips to the ceiling, hold them up there as you lower your heels down. Now lift the heels back up, shift right back out, find your plank. Keep your quads strong, shoulders over wrists, inhale breath. Exhale, pike it up. And drop those heels down, stretch your calves. Keep the tummy pulled in, lift your heels, and shift right back out, find that plank. Inhale breath, 2 more sets. Exhale, pike it up, lower the heels. Inhale, lift the heels. Shift right back out, find your plank. Holding here. Inhale, breath. Exhale, pike it up. Lower the heels. Lift the heels. Inhale, exhale, shift out, find your plank. Hold 10 seconds. Stay here in your plank. Palms draw back, toes draw forwards, tummy is pulled in. Low belly engaged. Press the mat away. 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Send one knee down to the mat at a time. Shift your hips back over your heels. Drop your head. Reach your arms forwards. Take a child's pose or a shell stretch here. It's a little bit more of a lifted position and a round back. You get a big stretch in your whole spine. Relax your neck. And then walk out onto hands and knees this time. Hands are down underneath those shoulders. Knees are down underneath those hips. Set the shoulder blades down the back. Broaden those collarbones. Tops of the feet are anchored down onto the floor. Take an inhale breath. A little cat-cow action here. Exhale, curl the tailbone under. Drop that head. Round your spine. And then flatten the back. Slide the shoulder blades down your back. Exhale, curl that tailbone under. Drop the head. Press the ribs to the ceiling. And then find your flat back. Inhale, keep that low belly drawn in. 2 more like this. Exhale to round. Inhale, flat back. 1 more time. Exhale to round. Inhale, find your flat back. Keep breathing and hold right here. We're going to add some rotation of the upper body, rotating from the ribs. Bring the weight into your right hand. Keep even weight in your knees. Hover the left hand off the mat. Float the left arm up to the ceiling to the left. Gaze towards that left hand. Inhale. Exhale. Thread that left arm under that right armpit. Keep that right arm straight. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rotate. Inhale to lift. Exhale to rotate. 2 more sets. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. And rotate. Bring that left hand right back down under those shoulders. Reset the spine. Even weight in your knees. Bring the weight in the left hand. Other side. Inhale, float the right arm up. Exhale, thread the right arm under the left armpit. Keep that left arm straight. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rotate. 3 more. And rotate. 2 more. One more. Bring both hands down underneath those shoulders. Hands stay right where they are. Walk your knees back behind your hip bones. Shift your hips forward into a modified plank. We're going to go into some tricep push-ups here. Keep the shoulder blades sliding down the back. Keep the tummy pulled in. Bend your elbows straight back into the rib cage. Lower your chest and straighten your arms. Bend your elbows and press. You lower the body as low as you can maintain that flat back. Bend and press. Down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Shift your hips back. Round your spine. Take a rest. All right, we're going to take a seat on the mat here. Bend your knees. Make sure those feet are nice and flat on the mat. Feet are separated hips distance apart. Hang on behind your hamstrings here. Pulling against those hamstrings, lift the spine tall. Feel the shoulders directly over those hip bones here. Keep the tummy pulled in. Inhale, breath. Keep the hands where they are for now. Move from the low belly. Exhale, curl that tailbone under, and just start to round halfway back towards the mat. Just until those arms straighten. Now those hands are nice and light here. They are here to support you if you need. Inhale, breath. Bending through those elbows, exhale, round forwards until the shoulders are over the hips, and then stack the spine tall. Inhale. Curl the tailbone under, exhale, rounding back. Keep the tailbone pressing forwards towards your heels. Inhale. Exhale, slowly rounding up and stacking nice and tall. We've got 3 more here. Tailbone curls under, round. Pulling back with those abs. Inhale, breath. Exhale, slowly rounding back up and stacking nice and tall. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, rounding back up. And lift. Last time, we're going to stay back there. Rounding halfway back and hold. Can you release one of your hands? Release the other hand. If you want to keep holding on, you keep holding on. We're adding little pulses. Use the abdominals. Lower 1 inch towards the mat. Lift 1 inch back up. Down an inch. Up an inch. Down. And up. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice and slowly, keep your hands reaching if you can, round forwards. Reach your arms to the ceiling as you stack up nice and tall. Now lower the hands down in front of the shoulders, palms face down. Take an inhale breath. Curl that tailbone under, exhale, round halfway back. If you need to hang on, grab on with your left hand. Reach that right arm up by your ear. Lower the right arm down and then switch sides. Float that left arm up. Lower it down. Keep alternating. The spine stays right where it is. The shape of the spine stays the same. You're using the abdominals to hold this C curve. Maybe you don't need to hang on behind those legs at all. Just keep both arms reaching. Ooh, a little bit harder like that. Up and down. Lift and lower. 1 more. Up and down. We lift and lower. Hold. Can you lower 1 inch towards the mat? And then slowly roll all the way back up. And then stack nice and tall. Float those arms up. 1 more set here. Lower the arms down in front of you. Now this time flip the palms to face each other. Can you drop the shoulders out of your ears? Can you draw the abs in a little bit deeper? Inhale, breath. Curl that tailbone under. Exhale, round halfway back and hold. We're going to add that rotation back in. Keep the right arm where it is. On your next inhale breath, open the left arm to the left. Gaze towards that left hand, and then exhale, press the hand right back through center. Other side, inhale, open, right. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, open. Exhale, press. Inhale, and exhale. For 3, center. 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Find center. Can you lower an inch? Lift an inch. Down and up. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Now, bear with me. Lower down. Slowly. 1 bone at a time. All the way down to the mat. Rest your head. Rest your arms. Good. Now keep your head down. Hips are nice and heavy. Just slide the heels slightly closer towards those hip bones. Feet are flat. Knees are bent. Reach your fingertips towards your heels. Your arms are active. Can you press the upper arms down onto the mat? Broaden through those collarbones. We're going to start with a pelvic curl and then move into your shoulder bridge. We're going to be using just the abdominals to move through the pelvis. Take an inhale breath. Using just that low belly, as you exhale, curl the tailbone under slightly and just lightly press the low back into the mat. It's a small movement. And then inhale, release the pelvis, the low back will slightly lift. Do it again. Exhale, tailbone curls under, pubic bone pointing up to the ceiling now. And then inhale, release. A few more like that. It's a small movement, just at the pelvis using the low belly. And release. One more here. No glutes yet. Exhale, just the abs. Inhale, release. Now we're going to fire up those glutes, adding on. Exhale, engage the abs, curl the tailbone under. Then engage the glutes and hamstrings to roll those hips all the way up to the ceiling. Pause at the top. Can you feel those heels pulling back in space towards you as you press your knees forwards in space away from you? Keep the fingertips reaching away from you. Take an inhale. Now keep those heels pulling back and melt your spine down. Feel the upper back come down, then mid back, low back, hips, tailbone, release the low back, inhale. Abs first, exhale, pelvic curl, engage the glutes, engage the hamstrings, roll up and hold. Knees are forwards, heels are back, inhale, breath. Melting down, one vertebra at a time. Your spine is a string of pearls. Lay each pearl down before the next, ending with that tailbone last. Inhale. One more slow. Tailbone curls under, roll it up. Up, up. Pausing at the top, those heels are drawing back. Feel those hamstrings. Inhale. Melt it back down. Exhale all the way. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit. Inhale, breath here. With a flat back, exhale, press those hips right up. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale up. Inhale down. So this time, that tailbone is not tucked under. The back is nice and flat from the shoulders to those hip bones. We're here for 4, 3, 2. We hold it up on 1. Stay here. Press those arms down. Reach the fingers forwards. We're going to march it out. Keep an eye on those hip bones. Make sure they stay at the same height as one another. Little mic check here. Sorry. Weight into that left foot. Right leg comes to what we call a tabletop position. Bent 90 degrees with the right knee over the hip, toes out from the knee. We switch. Right foot comes down. Without shifting in those hip bones, you float that left leg up. You set the left foot down. Keep alternating up and down. It's not fast. Up and down. Good. Keep those upper arms pressing down. Keep your neck long, shoulders out of those ears. Lift and lower for 2, down and 2. Last 1. And 1, both feet down, hold. Can you lift the hips a little higher? Curl the tailbone under at the top. And then melt your spine, upper back, low back, mid back, all the way down. Now take your hands, interlace them behind your head. Keep the feet down here as we move into our first set of chest lifts. Hips are going to stay heavy. The pelvis is flat on the mat. Take an inhale breath. Working through those upper abdominals. Exhale, curl up the head and chest, look forwards through those inner thighs. And then inhale, take your head right back down. It's an exhale lift. Inhale, lower down. Exhale. And inhale. Keep going. I tend to cue breath as we're moving. If I'm saying exhale while you're inhaling, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Just as long as you're connecting your movement with your breath. Exhale. And inhale. 2 more. Last one, curl it up and hold. Stay here. Take one hand at a time behind those thighs, holding on as lightly as you can. Curl the chest up an inch higher. Lower an inch down. Up an inch. Down an inch. Up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, stay up on 1. Stay this high as you take those hands right back behind your head. And then take your head all the way back down. Keep those hands interlaced behind the head. Relax your shoulders. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, curl up that head and chest. Hold your chest lift. Find tabletop with your right leg. Keep it there. Find tabletop with your left leg. Keep it there. Now keeping those legs bent 90 degrees. Reach the right toes down and away from you towards the top of your mat. And then lift the knee back up, other side. Inhale down. Exhale up. Keep that chest lifted, shoulder blades up off the mat. Lower and lift. Down and up. Lower. Lift. 3, 2, 1, and 1. Now set one foot down. Set the other foot down. And then take your head all the way back. Quick little rest here, keeping those hands right where they are. We've got another set here. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, curl up that head and chest. Keep that chest lifted. Float one leg tabletop. Other leg tabletop. This time the legs stay glued together. Inhale, lower those toes down towards the top of your mat. Maybe they touch the floor, maybe they don't. Exhale, pull up. If you feel it in the low back, don't lower the toes quite so far down. Inhale. Exhale. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Set one foot down. Other foot down. Take your head all the way back down. I'm finally warm. I don't know about you guys. Feet are going to be planted for now. Hands stay interlaced behind the head. Take an inhale breath. Last set here. Exhale, curl up that head and chest and hold. We're going to add some rotation of just the upper body. Hold the lower body still. Can you lift a little higher through center? Inhale. Start to the left. Exhale, just rotate the upper body left, elbows wide. Inhale back to center. Exhale, armpit crossing the body. Inhale back to center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. Exhale, and inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Center. 1. Find center. Take your head all the way back down. Amazing work. Extend those legs nice and long. Extend your arms nice and long behind you. Allow the ribs to pop up off the mat. Stretch the whole front of the body. And then let's tighten everything back up again. Pull the ribs back down onto the mat. Pull the spine down onto the floor. Hips are heavy. Pointing through those toes. Keep your feet glued together. Reach those toes away from you. We're going to do some roll-ups here. I'll offer a modification to begin. If you know you can do your full roll-up, you go right into it. Otherwise, let's start with a modification. Slightly bend those knees. All right, feet are down on the mat. Float the arms up to the ceiling, curl up your head. Now grab on behind those thighs. Use your hands to pull yourselves all the way up. At the top, the legs extend. You reach the arms out and hold. Now the spine takes a nice rounded shape. Imagine you're rounded over a beach ball here. And then we roll down, keeping the legs long all the way down. Nice and slow. Head comes down last. Let's do one more modified. Lift the arms, curl up the head and chest, bending those knees, reaching behind those thighs. At the top, we extend everything out. Can you drop the shoulders down? Pull the belly back, round the spine over that beach ball, and then roll down one vertebra at a time. Keep the toes shooting forwards. All right, if you want to stay in that modification, you keep those knees bent. Use your arms. Otherwise, legs stay straight. Arms up, inhale. Curl up your head. Exhale, round all the way up and over. Pull the belly back. Press the toes forwards as you pull the belly back. All the way back down. 2 more here. Arms up. Head up. Round up and over. Tummy pulls back. And then lowering right back down. We've got one more. Arms up. Head up. Round up and over. Now keep those legs straight. Just sit up nice and tall and bring your hands behind you. Let's do a reverse plank. Let's even out all that flexion we were doing. Let's open the front of the body this time. Anchor your heels down, point your toes. Legs stay straight and long. Straighten your arms. Flat back. Take an inhale. Curl the tailbone under, press into your heels. Use your hamstrings to lift your hips up. And then lower those hips back down. Inhale, breath. Exhale, pressing up. Keep those shoulders down out of those ears. And then inhale, set those hips right back down. We're going to do 4 more here. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Moving from those abdominals, lift the hips. And down. Let's do 2 more. Up. And down. Last time. Up. All the way down. Now sit up nice and tall. We're going to do your spine twist here. Interlace your hands behind your head. Flex your ankles. If you are having a little trouble keeping those shoulders over the hips without leaning back, just bend the knees slightly here, okay? We're working towards a tall spine, not necessarily a hamstring stretch here, okay? Interlacing those hands behind the head, legs are straight or bent. Keep the bottom half of the body completely still. Inhale, sit tall. Let's start to the left. Exhale, just rotate the upper body to the left. Make sure your legs didn't move. Both sits bones are anchored. Other side, back to center first. Inhale. Exhale, rotate. Back to center, inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate. So just rotating from those ribs. Lift in the center. Exhale, rotate. Lift through center. We rotate right. Back to center. 1 more set. Left. And center. Right. Find center, hold, point your toes. Reach your arms straight out in front of you. Curl that tailbone under. Roll all the way down to the mat. Head's gonna come all the way down. Reach those arms all the way back. Amazing work. We're gonna do some leg circles here. Head stays nice and heavy for now. Anchor your left leg down. Left heel pressing into the mat. Hips stay nice and even. Bend your right knee 90 degrees. Extend your right leg out to a diagonal in front of you. Keep both hips heavy. Now externally rotate this right leg. So your right knee points out to the right. We're going to initiate your circles with that right inner thigh. Just cross this right leg over the body slightly to the left. Lower it down through center, back out to the right, lift and hold. That's 1. Keep going. Inhale, cross, lower, exhale, around and up. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. 2. 1 more. Lift in the center, hold. We reverse. Right, down, around, and up. 4. Left heel anchored, super heavy. Arms are pressing. 2. Last 1. Hold the right leg up. Now curl up your head. Walk your hands as high as you can on that right leg, either up on that calf or behind that hamstring. Just not right behind that knee. Protect that knee joint. Hover that left heel off of the mat. We've got a set of scissors here. Keep the head high. Scissors switch the legs, pull the left leg in, switch, in, switch, pull, pull, in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your left leg up. Right leg comes all the way down. Take your head down from here. Place those arms long by the side. Allow the left leg to lower to that diagonal. Anchor your right heel down. All right, externally rotate it in that left leg, crossing to the right, down, around, and up. Inhale, exhale, cross, and lift. 2, 1. Pause here, reverse, left, around and up. It's 4, and lift. 3, 2, 1 more. Hold that left leg up. Hands come right back behind your head. Curl up your head. Hover that right leg off of the mat. Rotate the upper body to the left. Scissor switch the legs, rotate right and left, right and left. We rotate for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. and one. Now bend those knees and give yourself a much needed stretch here. Pulling those knees in nice and tight. If it feels nice, you can rock side to side. Giving yourself a little massage on that low back, because we're not quite done here yet. One more thing. Hands interlaced right back behind that head. Extend both legs straight up in the air. Externally rotated in both legs, so you find your Pilates V with your feet, heels together, toes apart. Straight legs can be hard on tight hamstrings and hip flexors. If that's the case, you can softly bend the knees, making a diamond shape from the pubic bone, knees to those heels. Knees bent or knees straight, up to you. Curl up that head and chest. We make double leg circles. Inhale down to a diagonal, open wide. Exhale around and up. Inhale lower, open, exhale up. 3 more. If you take it into the low back, don't lower the heels so low. If you feel it in the neck, take your head down. Hold the heels at the top. We reverse 5 times. Inhale, exhale around and up. Inhale, exhale. 3, 2, last one. Bend your knees into your chest. Take your head all the way down. Flatten the feet. Arms come long by the side. Back to our second round of bridging. More single leg work. Anchor your heels. Stretch your fingertips forwards. Take an inhale. Curl the tailbone under. Exhale, roll those hips back up. Anchor your left foot. Right leg to tabletop. Extend the right leg to the ceiling. Reaching those toes to the ceiling. Toes are pointed, leg is long. Inhale, lower the leg. Meet the height of the left knee with the right. Flex the right ankle, lift the right leg up. Point lower. Flex, lift. On the way back up, you push out through that right heel. Down. Up. Keep those hips the same height as one another. 3, 2, last one. Float the leg up. With control, you set the foot down. Keep those hips high. Weight into the right foot. Left leg tabletop. Extend the left leg to the ceiling. Toes are pointed. Inhale, lower. Flex the ankle. Exhale, up. Point down. Flex up, down, and up for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Bend that left knee, set your foot down, lift your hips a little higher. Melt your spine all the way down. 1 vertebra at a time. Lie on your left side. Rolling onto that left side, you can either prop yourself up onto your left elbow, or you can lie all the way down on that left arm. Now use your mat like a guide. Bring your shoulders, your spine, your tailbone in the back. With legs straight, bring your feet to the front. So your body makes a shallow capital L shape here. Now you're keeping your hips directly stacked one on top of each other, shoulders stacked on top of each other, pull the tummy in. Feel the tailbone lengthening down your mat. Try not to tuck the tailbone here. Top hand, right hand can press down on the mat in front of you. You can rest it on the hip or behind that head for a little bit more advanced. Now, hover the right foot off of the left. We're working through the right side of the body. I want you to think about pushing out through your right heel to make your right leg longer than your left. Feel the length in the whole right side of your body. Keep that length. Keep the left side of the waist engaged here and just sweep the right leg forwards. Point through the right toes, pull the leg slightly back behind you. Flex that ankle, press forwards. Point through the toes, reach back. Now watch that upper body. Make sure you're not rocking forwards and back. If that's the case, you need to use more abdominals, shorten the range of motion, and press that hand down on the mat for a little bit of support. Flex forwards, point back. For 3, 2, last one. Now rest that top leg down on the bottom. Externally rotated through your right leg, right toes are pointed. Lift the leg high. Flex that right ankle, lower that heel down. You're pushing out through that heel. Point up, flex down, point lift, and lower. 4, and 3 more. We're gonna hold that leg up there. 2, last one, lift, hold. Keep the toes pointed. Now bend your right knee to the ceiling as the right big toe touches inside the left knee. Slide that right foot all the way down. Again, inhale up, bend, and exhale, pressing out. 2 more this direction. Up, bend, and reach, lift, bend, extend, hold, reverse. This is your audition for the Rockettes. Flex that ankle, push out through that heel, lower down. Point, drag up, lift, flex, push out through that heel. 2 more times. Bend, lift, reach. Last one. Bend, extend, lower down, hold. Now bring the right leg back to parallel. Can you push back out through that right heel? Point through your right toes this time. Trace a small circle with that right big toe. Keep the right side of the body nice and long. Hips are stacked. Shoulders are stacked. Good. Reverse. Up and around for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Rest the leg. Now, 2 choices here. You can just bend the right knee and rest it down on the mat in front of you. We're just getting this leg out of the way to lift the left leg up. Otherwise, if you want that big stretch in that right hip, bend your right knee to the ceiling, step your right foot down onto the mat. You can hold behind your right ankle with your right hand. Now flex your left ankle and lift that left leg up as high as you can. Resist it down to the mat. Use that left inner thigh. Up and down. Lift and lower. 4, 3, 2. Hold the leg up on 1. Little pulses up. Little lift. Pulse and pulse for 4, 3, 2. Last one, rest that leg down. Now, bend both knees slightly. Just a slight bend of the knees. Flex your ankles. Prop up onto your left elbow and forearm. We're moving into our side plank here. Lots of options for your side plank. If you have done side plank before and you're ready for it, you can do these on your left hand. I'm going to show on the left elbow for now. So that left elbow is down on the mat. Ankles are flexed. Right hand is going to rest on your thigh. Our first one, we're going to keep our knee down. You can go right into both knees up if you're ready and you've done your side planks before. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, press up onto that left knee. Lift your hip, straighten your right leg, and reach your right arm straight up in the air. Hold. So now that left shoulder is directly over that left elbow. The left knee is down for support. You're pushing into the ground with the inside of that right leg. 3, 2, 1. Keep the shoulder out of your ear as you rest your hip down, rest your right arm. I'm going to add on. Stay in your modification if that's enough for you. Working that whole left side of the body. I'm going to lift my left knee as well this time. Take an inhale. Exhale, press up onto those feet, reaching that right arm straight up in the air. Hold. Modification, that left knee comes back down. You can up the ante a little bit here by stacking that right foot on top of the left. Keeping that right arm reaching to the ceiling. Adding some hip dips up and down. Little lift. Little lift. We press and press for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bend your knees. Rest your hip right. Back down. Take an inhale. We've got one more set. Placing that top foot right back down onto the mat. Exhale, press right back up. Right arm up to the ceiling. Take an inhale. We're going to rotate. Exhale, thread the right arm under the left armpit. Inhale, lift back up. This can be done on the knee as well. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, lift. 4 more. Exhale. And inhale. For 3, 2. Last one. Rest. Bending those knees. Now we're going to find a mermaid position. So lifting up, legs come out into this little Z position here. Legs are bent. This might not be for everybody. If this is uncomfortable for you and your knees and your hips, just extend those legs straight back out in front of you. Right hand rests down to the right hand side of the body. Left arm straight up. Take an inhale. Bend to the right. Exhale. Reach up and over to that right hand side. Anchor your left sits bone down and then sit up tall. Inhale. One more. Stretch. And restack the spine, one bone at a time. Lower the left arm down. We're going to do our other side, so lie down on your right side. Use your mat like a guide. Shoulders, spine, tailbone, come all the way to the back. Keep the hips and shoulders stacked. Slide the feet forwards. Flex through both ankles, hover that left foot off of the right, push out through your left heel, make the left side of the body longer than your right, kick the leg forwards without moving through the hip. Point those left toes, draw it slightly back into extension. Watch that you're not rocking forwards and back when you move that leg. Only that leg is moving. Everything else is remaining stable. You're pulling in through those abdominals. Keep the shoulders and hips stacked. And back. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now rest those left toes down on the left, on the right. Externally rotate it in that left leg. Lift that left leg high, flex the ankle, lower it right back down. Point up, flex down. As that leg comes down, flex, push out through that heel. Feel the outside of that booty working up and down. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. Keep the toes pointed. Bend at your knee. Big toe inside the right leg. Drag it all the way down. Keep the toes pointed for this set. Bend. Reach. 2. Last one. Extend the leg long. Hold. Now we reverse. Bend and drag the toe. Lift the leg. Flex the ankle. Lower back down. Bend, drag. Extend. Flex, lower. 2 more. Bend. Lift. Lower. 1 more. All the way down. Back to those circles. So the left leg comes back to parallel. You point the left toes. Toes are at hip height. Make that small circle with the left big toe. The work is at your hip, but it's as if the toe is tracing a circle on that wall opposite from your hip. 3, 2. Last one like this. Reverse. Pull that tummy in so that upper body is not rocking forwards and back. We're here for 4, 3, 2. Last one, rest the leg. 2 choices with our left leg. You can bend the knee and just rest it on the mat right in front of you. Otherwise, take that stretch, bend the knee to the ceiling, anchor your left heel to the mat. Left hand holds behind the right or the left ankle. Flex the right ankle, lift up, resist down, up and down, lift and lower for 4, 3, 2, lift up and hold on 1, little pulses up, lift, up and up for 4, 3, 2, last one, rest that leg all the way down, side plank, bending those knees softly here, right elbow and forearm come down, knowing you always have that choice to start right up on that right hand if you've done planks before. Elbow or hand come down, bend the knees. Feet can be staggered for more support here. Rest that top arm down. All right, I'm gonna lift both knees to begin. Remember your modification, that right knee can come all the way down. Take an inhale. Exhale, press all the way up, extending your left arm up in the air and just hold. Set that right shoulder blade down your back. Keep your right shoulder out of your ear. Working through the underside of your waist. The right side of the waist is working. Crown of the head reaching away from those heels. Gazing straight forwards here. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Keep the shoulder out of that ear. Bend your knees. Rest your arm. Taking an inhale breath. Exhale, press right back up. Holding in that side plank. If you want to advance it, you can stack that top foot over the bottom and hold. Stretch those fingers tips to the ceiling. Add your pulses. Up, up. Little lift and lift. Up for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bend your knees. Rest your arm. Stagger those feet again. Left foot is also down on the mat, not stacked here. We're going to do our rotation. Take an inhale. Press right back up. Exhale. Inhale at the top. Exhale. Thread the left arm under the right armpit. And then inhale. Come right back up. 5 more. Exhale. And inhale. 2. Last one. And rest. Amazing. Find your mermaid position. Bending your knees. Finding that little Z position with those legs. All right, left hand down, right arm up. Inhale, breath here, just a stretch. Rounding up and over. Anchor that right sits bone down on the mat. And then stack the spine up nice and tall. One more like that. And lift all the way up. All right, back to that all fours position. Hands under shoulders, knees under the hips. Set those shoulder blades down the back. Tuck the toes under this time. Think about that tailbone reaching back to the far end of your mat. Try not to be sagging in the low back or rounded here. We're going to maintain a flat back. Take an inhale. Exhale, hover those knees an inch off of the mat. Inhale, lower your knees. Use your low belly to lift the hips. Exhale, an inch up. Inhale, an inch back down. Maintain your flat back as those knees lift and lower. Exhale. And inhale. 4, 3, 2. Hold the knees up on 1. Stay here. Step one foot back to plank. Step the other foot back to plank. Hold. If you need a break, you lower those knees down. And then join us right back into this plank when you're ready. We're going to add on. Step the right foot out to the side, tap the floor. Back to center. Other side, left, center, right, center, left, center. 4, 3, 2, 1. And 1. Rest your knees. Take a stretch. Sit those hips back. And then shift back out onto the elbows this time. Elbows come down underneath those shoulders. Forearms are like railroad tracks. They're parallel to one another. Set the shoulder blades down your back. Step back into a forearm plank. Lower those hips down in line with those shoulders. Pressing back through those heels. Pulling in through those abdominals. Now feel the elbows drawing back in space. Feel the toes drawing forwards. Fire up the whole front of the body to stabilize that spine. Either just hold right here, or to add on, we're going to bring the weight into the left foot. Pick up the right toes, point them. Set the right foot down, other side. Pick up the left and lower. Up and down. Lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. Set those knees down. This time, rest all the way down on your belly. Almost there, you guys. Bring the elbows back so they're by those ribs. Lower the nose down to a hover off of your mat. The neck is nice and long. Tops of those feet are anchored down into the floor. Feet stay down here. Elbows and forearms stay down on the mat for now. Pulling those elbows back in space. Inhale, lift your chest and your ribs off of the mat. Anchor your pubic bone down, and then exhale, lower back down. It's an inhale to lift. Slide the sternum forwards, elbows draw back. Exhale, lower back down. Keep the tummy pulled in. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. One more like this. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower back down. We're going to add on. Hover your forearms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Keep the forearms at a hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more like this. Inhale. And exhale, keep hovering. We add on one more time. Inhale, lift up and hold. Hold your lift. Exhale, reach the arms out in front of you. Now keep the arms straight. Sweep the arms back to your hip bones. Inhale, lift your chest higher. Bend the elbows back into those ribs. And exhale, lower down, hovering those forearms. 2 more. Inhale to lift. Exhale, stretch out like Superman. Keep the arms straight. Inhale, lift the chest higher as the arms go back. Bend the elbows. And exhale, lower all the way down. One last time. Inhale to lift. Exhale to reach. Inhale, sweep back, lift higher. Bend the elbows and lower all the way down. Extend both arms nice and long. Hover the nose. Last thing here is Superman lift. Arms and legs are going to lift off the mat at the same time. Keep that pubic bone anchored. Here we go. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower right back down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. 4 more. 4. 2 more. Last time. Rest everything down. Place those hands underneath those shoulders. Sit your hips back into that child's pose. Tuck the toes under here this time. Anchor your hands down. Lift your hips, straighten your legs. Anchor the heels down onto the mat. Walk the hands towards the feet or the feet forwards towards your hands. Find your forward fold. Drop your head. Allow the arms to hang heavy. Pull the tummy in and up. Tailbone reaching down towards the mat. Take an inhale breath here. Press through your heels. Use the abdominals to restack that spine. Ending just the way we started. Standing up nice and tall. Thank you guys very much.